The year is 1899. The end of the Wild West is near, and the Vanderlyn gang is on the run. Everything is closing in on them. This is the story of Arthur Morgan. This is the story of a dying way of life. Welcome to my review of Red Dead Redemption 2. This review may contain spoilers, so watch at your own risk. I enjoyed so many aspects of this game. The story was a major factor in me wanting to play it, and why I started playing again when feeling low. The story of Red Dead 2 takes place before the first Red Dead game, of which I haven't played. With the main story over in my first playthrough of this wonderful story, I just wanted to share my thoughts. This was my first AAA game and my introduction to Rockstar. When playing, it feels as though you're in an interactive movie, which can make some aspects of the game feel a bit lacking. What this game is not lacking, however, is story. We are put into this beautiful game and play as Arthur. Arthur is a member of the Vanderlyn gang, led by Dutch. There are multiple ways to play as Mr. Morgan. You can be a ruthless killer, shooting and robbing people for even looking at you. Or you can play as High Honor, helping out the travellers that you meet and making a positive impact on the surrounding area. I played as High Honor Arthur, purely doing what I would do if I were in his boots. The first chapter of the game joins the gang right after tragedy, a mission gone wrong. The gang is fleeing to the snowy mountains in a storm, to a mining village named Coulter. Something I love about the game is how much research they must have done, as around the time the game is set, there would have been many abandoned mining towns and homesteads, left to nature as harsh weather rolls in and takes away the ability to safely mine for coal. The game starts off slow, letting the player get a feel for the controls before sending us into large shootouts. It gives us time to know the people in the gang, understand the web of relationships, and see where Arthur fits in. There are only 6 missions in the first chapter, mostly consisting of riding a horse and bonding with the characters, with only 2 having shootouts involved. During the first few chapters, Arthur is Dutch's errand boy, following his command and being the golden example as to what is expected in the camp. As the game progresses, and Arthur's health declines, he realises Dutch isn't always right. This sours their relationship to the bitter end of the main story, but strengthens Arthur as a character and as a friend to other gang members. I have consumed a lot of media in my time, and have seen so many protagonists, but Arthur is in my top 5. He is such a complex character, and develops so much over the course of the game. He goes from obedient gang member to an outspoken role model who values his friends over the word of his leader. I cried over his death. I needed a few days to process it, even though I knew it was coming. It took me several breaks before I completed all the chapter 6 missions, because I knew what was coming. I knew it was ending, and I didn't want it to. Everything about that scene is perfect. The way he sees the sun rise, showing that he has hope that John will make it, and Shaken playing to show that he stuck to what he believed in. And then the deers that show him passing on. It was a lot, and I haven't touched the game much afterwards as of writing this. Maybe I'll be back and do a review of the epilogue when I've completed it and learnt more of John's farming simulator days. Something that I would like to briefly touch on is the music in this game. The soundtrack to any media is something that can make or break it, and in the case of Red Dead Redemption 2, it definitely makes it. There is the somber but strong and Shaken, the iconic house-building song, and a sweeter song that I really enjoy called Oh My Lovely. If you have the time, just listen through the soundtrack and see if you can picture the scenes that go with them, because I know that whenever Mountain Hymn comes on, I'll be picturing the start of the game, with the snow and the carts being pulled by horses into a greener land. The world of Red Dead is gorgeous. Everything looks stunning and is so well thought out. When you reach a new location, you just want to stop and take pictures. I never really understood what video game photography was until this game, And my god, do I have far too many screenshots of Arthur riding by a pretty lake or sunset. The main towns and locations you explore are amazing and so immersive. I've worked with livestock before, and I could imagine so easily what Valentine smelt like with all the sheep and the stables. There are the places you see in the main story, and then there's the side locations. This game is filled with so many side quests that I don't think I could get it done even on a second playthrough. It may seem linear, and it is for the most part, but there are so many extra hidden areas that you can find just by wandering down a path or chasing after a rabbit and getting lost. Sure, getting lost is an annoyance, but in this game it opens up the possibility for exploration. The world just feels so alive. Despite all the praise I've just given the game, I do have a few issues with it. During one mission, you rob a bank and get major money from it. Despite this, and despite that it is more than enough to get you the best clothes in Saint Denis, Dutch still insists on more money. This is either a mistake or very telling of the greed that riddles his character. I could probably write a whole another video on just Dutch, because he's so interesting and one of my favourite characters, but by no means is he a good person. There are so many well-written characters out there, but it is hard to write a compelling and hateable villain. This game does it so well, because whenever Micah says something, I just want to punch him. He is a good, well-written character, but he is a very bad person. There is a massive difference, but I have seen lots of people struggle with it. Everyone in the game is so well written. Each member of the gang, even minor ones, have clear goals and emotions that we as Arthur can see. It makes everyone in the game feel so human in such a vibrant game with so much personality. Overall, I really enjoyed this game. Out of all the games I've played this year, it is up there for me. It has been a wonderful introduction to the genre and a pleasure to experience. During my next playthrough, because of course I'm going to break my heart playing this game again, I will try to do more side missions just to know about the incredible world Rockstar crafted. Thank you for watching, and many thanks to the team of storytellers for creating this masterpiece. No se lo des a nadie, cielito lindo que a mí me toca. Ay, ay, ay.